Welcome back to BLOCKTV. This is Blockheads, where we round up the top headlines from around the cryptosphere. Cointelegraph starts us off today with Facebook's Libra exec. Libra is more like email than PayPal. Bitcoinist brings us EU might issue digital currency in response to Libra. Cointelegraph reports Ron Paul's survey reveals most prefer Bitcoin for 10-year investment. The Block Crypto details Turkey working on digital currency, pilots expected to finish by end of 2020. And CoinDesk concludes today's summary with China scraps plan to categorize Bitcoin mining as industry to be eliminated. VP of Product at Libra says that Libra will be akin to email and less like payment services such as PayPal. Keeping in line with Libra's accessibility to everyone, Libra will be open silo and available for use regardless of the sender and recipient's email provider and web browser used to access the service. According to the article, the VP encouraged the global community to collaborate on the interoperable protocols, stating, "You and me don't have to collaborate on which email provider we are going to use before we send each other an email. We don't have to choose which browser we are going to use tailored to which individual website you are going to go to. These things are protocols, and as long as you build to the protocol, everything is interoperable." Libra is the same way. Wheel also expressed confidence that Libra will not go viral like a social network and that users' financial data will stay separate from their social data on Facebook. And in response to Libra, a draft text prepared by the Finnish EU presidency stated the EU might create a common regulatory framework aimed at cryptocurrencies and even ban projects regarded as high risk, with its main target being Libra. In addition to a common crypto regulation, the draft text hints at the creation of a digital currency that would have a legal base, much unlike Bitcoin and Libra. EU finance ministers will meet this Friday and likely discuss the draft as the ECB is lobbying its own digital currency, seeking more control over the monetary flow. If put into practice, the ECB could enable consumers to use electronic cash that would be deposited directly at the central bank, reducing the need for banking intermediaries. If the EU does indeed launch its own digital coin, it will be a complete 180 from the ECB's stance last year when former ECB President Mario Draghi said that there was no need for digital currency. And according to a survey conducted by crypto advocate and ex-Texas Congressman Ron Paul, almost 60% of 70,000 respondents would take Bitcoin over fiat currency as a long-term investment. Part of a regular series of polls, Paul asked Twitter users about their investment preferences for $10,000 of value, delivered as a lump sum and untouchable for 10 years. So far, out of more than 67,000 responses, Bitcoin is the most popular choice with 58% of the vote. Second in line is gold on 33%, while fiat currency in the form of US dollar notes is trailing on just 2%. The survey emphasizes that the continued interest in alternative forms of currency as global geopolitical uncertainty takes its toll on a number of countries' national currencies. In news from the other side of the world, Turkey is working to issue a blockchain-based national digital currency. A document published on Monday states that the first trials of digital lira should be conducted and finalized by the end of 2020. The digital lira is planned to be issued by the country's central bank to strengthen Turkey's economy with a strong institutional structure that can respond to the financing needs of the real sector at a low cost and offer varied forms of financial instruments to a wide investor base through reliable institutions. This comes as additional reports from the region show that China is also expected to launch its own digital currency in the near future, following 5 years of research and development. And topping off our roundup for the day, we remain in Asia, where after more than 6 months after the Chinese NDRC proposed to categorize Bitcoin mining as an industry to be phased out from the country, it appears the agency has now scrapped that plan. Established in 1998, the NDRC's main role focuses on studying and penning economic reform strategies and policies to be executed at local level governments. The NDRC first published its industry reform catalog in 2005, with the initial draft of the latest catalog update released in April of this year, recommending local governments to phase out Bitcoin mining from the country. This move was seen as a signal that China was planning to ban Bitcoin mining, even though the policy itself does not automatically mean a Bitcoin mining ban, with the latest revision of the draft plan coming after a months-long period of public consultation in which the agency took over 2,500 suggestions on various issues into consideration. Thanks for joining us. Stay tuned for more news and updates.
For more news and updates, follow us on Twitter